What's good, y'all? I'm back on another episode of Speaking of Mom podcast with your host, J Mike, and my co host,
Zoe. And Jamaria.
Okay, boom, right? CIAA champions for the first time in women's history on our campus. How's it feel?
It feels good. A little like overwhelming, and because every time someone sees you, they're like, "Oh my gosh, congrats, congrats, congrats!" But it is, it's bittersweet. I'm just enjoying the moment. So
That's what's up. I want you to kind of take us through, freshman year to senior year on, the journey and the battle and the blood, sweat, and tears you put in to, get to this point.
Okay, so I didn't start off at Winston. I transferred in. I'm a JUCO product. I went to Guilford Tech in Greensboro. So my freshman year, I'm gonna just start by saying that it was pretty much I'll start by preseason. Like, we did a lot of running. We got it out the mud. Like, we was running in hot gyms. We didn't have our own gym, so we used to play at the Y. But I had a great season that season. I played with my homegirl. Shout out to Leasia. She played at Shaw University. She's a senior as well. And so we used to get it out the mud, and it was an eye opener because I didn't think I could make it to Winston. You know what I'm saying? But fast forward to senior year, because it was basically the same thing. Sophomore year. Oh no, but I'll go back to junior year. I went through something. A lot of people may not know, but I got dismissed off the team at the beginning of the season. Just not being disciplined and not doing what I was supposed to do off the court. It wasn't mainly so on the court, but it was stuff off the court, like just transitioning from a junior college to a lit HBCU at that, with a lot of temptation, a lot of distractions, and I just didn't meet those expectations. So I had the talent, and I mean, it wasn't that, but it was just my focus wasn't there. So
yeah, you definitely, I seen in the game in the playoffs, you definitely was sparking shit. Sure.
Oh yeah,
I was like, boom.
Yeah. But So and then got back. Coach Terry, she gave me an opportunity when she got the job. She sat me down. She said, we talked about the situation, and she was telling me we're gonna be hard on you. You know what I'm saying? And so she kept me, and she believed in me. You know what I'm saying? So, and then just, the senior year is here, and we now, it shows, I had a okay season. I wouldn't say it was the best, but I could say one thing I was a great teammate. Just not there for my, if I didn't have the best game, I'm going to, I cheered for my, teammates, and we got the win. So that was I contributed, on that end. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, and we got a ring now, so.
It was like, ring me now.
Yeah.
So, obviously, it's a senior year, we're about to graduate, shout out class of 26.
Yeah, yep.
So, what's, the next step for you? Are you going to try to go overseas? Are you going to try to do grad school for, get your other degree and then go overseas? What's on your mind,
Yeah. So the plan is I do want to play overseas, but I do want to get my grad. I want to play 2 more years to get my my master's for my grad years. Where I want to go, I don't know yet. But God is gonna, after the season is officially done, I'm gonna sit down with Coach Terry, figure out where to go. But I do know that's something that I really, really want to do, because I feel like I still got a lot of more hoop in me. And I'm just not going to – I don't want to sit behind. I don't want to work. I don't want to sit behind. I don't want to take a gap year or anything like that. This year really just, Coach Terry and being behind, this coaching staff, Coach Dill and Coach Jess, it really just, prepared me for the next step. So, mentally, so, yeah.
That's what's up. I want to ask you, back to, your team, because you said you was, a great teammate. I want to ask, what was, what's something different about this year's team than last year's team?
The fight, the hunger. I would just say between this year, everybody was in the gym this year. Everybody, even when we first got together, in the summer, before preseason, we were in games, in WIT, doing having runs, having 4 or 5 games, maybe even 10. Like we were on the court, we were like what's the at the pit late at night,
Yep.
just hooping. Like I feel like it just created dogs in us. Like when y'all see that stuff, like it didn't start when everybody seen us. Like especially just like our defense, like when we playing in games and stuff like that. That stuff started in like the summer. Like that shaped us, you know. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So like, I don't know, man. Like y'all about to go to the NCAA
Yeah.
right? So what's your mind with that process, and what you doing to get yourself ready to prepare for the next step?
Just telling myself like we can like reminding myself like yeah we got a CIAA championship, but if we can do this, then we can do more. We can go beyond just the CIAA. We can go make some noise nationally. You know what I'm saying? Playing against schools like not just in North Carolina, like traveling 7-8 hours. You know what I'm saying? So and we're like we're a HBCU. People aren't expecting us to like make it far. So
Right.
just shocking the world, you know what I'm saying, and the doubters, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Zoe, you got any questions to ask her?
I would just say, like, as far as like your transition from, like you said, not being focused off the court, but then becoming that great teammate and asset to the team this year, what would you say, like for you that had to change outside of having someone who physically showed you that they believe in you?
Ooh, that's
I like that. I like that.
this is me maturing. During that time when I had got kicked off, I was sitting idle, and I'm like, like honestly, like when I've been playing basketball since I was 4. Like I grew up playing basketball with my brothers and stuff like that, and so just me not having like basketball, me not going to practice, me not having like to go to weights or get extra shots, of me not having that like ability to do that. I feel like something was taken away from me, and I kind of feel like God. I know God had something to do with it because like I wasn't expecting it, and it was just like stuff just kept happening to me. Like it's almost like I didn't have no control over it, but it's like like certain like circumstances that just kept happening to me that I didn't have control of, like especially like the last one, but I'm not gonna get into that. But just me maturing, I would just say just me maturing, and over that time when I didn't have basketball, and so God, He just gave me another chance. I know He's gonna bless me again, regardless after this season. So, yeah.
Just gotta stay positive throughout it all.
Yeah,
Like
you have to.
I'll say like what's since you are a JUCO product, like what's something can you say to like the younger generation or the younger players coming in, looking to find a home for another 2 years or 4 years, whatever it is, because they just say like for JUCOs, like I think y'all get all y'all years back or something like that. So what's some encouraging or tell your story of like what they could do to like lock in or whatnot?
I would just say like once you transition from JUCO, continue doing the same things when you get to like your new school. Like just don't let up. Like I feel like that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I made it, and I did it. I did it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got a scholarship to play. And I wanted to come to Winston. Like I felt like God had blessed me, but then when I got the opportunity, I kind of played with it in a sense. Like
got too big.
Yeah, it got too big. Yeah, so I would just say don't get too high and don't get too low. Just be right in the middle. Like keep doing the same things you did to get here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just stay ground. So yeah.
You just like my motto all the rest of this month and the rest of this year is just stay hungry. Like,
Yeah.
You gotta go back to your roots. Like I feel like if you feel like you said, you already feel like you got it, you overly confident, like you're not gonna want to work no more. You're not gonna be as humble. Like when you was like hungry and working out the mud, sweating, but all that, like that's when you was like really working at your best. But once you get to that point where it's like, oh, I feel like I'm the best already. You can give yourself some grace and be like, I came this far. Like take a minute to really look at like how far I came, but after that, it's like you gotta like work. You can't just sit on your ass and think like, oh, like just because I'm on the team, or just because I'm doing this, shit's gonna fly. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that's what a lot of players, fail to realize or forget to do. Cause like I've seen like some big names on our campus and just go to Wash and it's like, damn, you had so much potential, but you feel like you just the face of the school. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to put in no more effort no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't no like top time, big time basketball player. But when I was in high school, like my freshman year, 'cause my school, I went to a charter school. I went to supposed to be in high school. So, um, I was the first graduating class in my class in 2022. My freshman year, like I was on like the Facebook pages, I was on like
Yeah.
the fucking posters and shit, and I let that shit get to my head. And incoming freshman came in, and bro ended up taking my spot. He got in my head mentally, and I had a lot of like temptation and distractions for myself, and I just wasn't focused. I didn't have a work ethic. I wasn't as hungry anymore. You know what I'm saying? So my thing for I want to ask you is like, how do you deal with like outside noises or people that might be close to you that might be against you in a sense?
That's a good question. And I'm just still trying to figure it out. Cause it's a lot of like, especially like us winning the CI, and then when we went on a roll, especially like I'll say when we was making media noise from like the beginning of the season, and we ended up beating Virginia State, which was in the championship last year and was a great team last year, and we ended up beating them. And I remember a lot of people was telling us like, and even telling me like, y'all really haven't played anybody, and then telling me what I should do, what I should like, what kind of player I should be, how like what I should be doing on the court. And sometimes I block it out, honestly. Like I'll take it in, but I'll immediately like if it's overstimulating me, I immediately just shut it out, and I'll just either talk to my coaches about it or I'll talk to God. Like anybody that's like, I feel like that's my circle. Like the team, my teammates and the coaches. That's the people that I should because they're here. Nobody else is up with us at 5 a.m. running on the track and stuff like that.
Nah,
so I feel like any outside noise, it doesn't matter because they're not there. Like when people say y'all wasn't with us shooting in the gym, that's like. That's real. Like, that's not even just about basketball. It's just, like, even if people that's in the work field, like, your friends, your family, like, yes, they support you, but nobody's getting up early, you know what I'm saying? Nobody is up praying with you early that morning. If they may be, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody is really with you through those steps, through the hard times, through the trials, you know what I'm saying, in the locker room and stuff like that. So those opinions just don't matter. So I just block them out, honestly.
Yeah, like, sometimes, like, you got, even if you tired at 5 a.m., you got to do it when you tired. Like,
Yeah.
if you really want it. Like, I learned, like, over from past experience, just, if you really want something, you got to go get it. It's not going to be handed to you. It's not going to fall out the sky. But, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, that shit hard. You know
That
what I'm saying?
is. And I will say I commend you because as someone who did sports up until not even a full 6-8 months ago, it was really hard to block out the noise because I went from having a really strong team bond, coach, support system, all of that. And all of us were like genuinely good at whatever we did. But when it came down to my senior year, which is supposed to be like, the best year, whatever, of high school, it was not on my team. And it hurt me because I'm like, we had a bunch of new people because we had a lot of seniors the previous year. And a lot of them really didn't get along. And I was captain, too. So I'm like, how am I supposed to lead these people?
Yeah.
It was just a lot. So I commend you for doing that because blocking out the noise can be really overwhelming.
Yeah.
How does it feel, like, y'all being better than the boys now? Like, y'all the, like, it used to be
Someone
boys.
had to say it.
I'm just going to, I used to root for I still root for the boys, but, I mean, it's just, how does it feel knowing that now y'all the big dogs on campus, not the boys? It's now, like, girls this, girls that. I'm going to the girls' game. I ain't going to go to the guys' game. Like, how y'all, what type of motivation or, being celebrated like that bring to y'all or yourself?
We enjoy it. We do enjoy it. I would say it does keep us like it's like because I feel like a lot of people don't pay attention to women's sports. Period.
I was about to say that.
Like, or they underestimate.
Yeah. So it's like people should be like, people should like come to our games, pack our games out, and then come watch the boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, during the season, like when we were packing out games, and like I think when we played Fayetteville State, people came to see us. People, you know what I'm saying? People were coming to see us, packing out the gym to see us. And then they ended up leaving eventually, like, when the boys, But shout out to them, too. They worked hard, too. But it's like, people go through seasons. It's, what I'm saying? But it feels good. It does. It feels great. So.
Would you guys be, like, encouraging the boys, like,
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like if y'all win again, y'all be like y'all go talk to them or something like before they come out, or prior to before.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, yeah. Like when even if we lost, we still like cheering for them. Like it's no, because we're all family, we're all family, like regardless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not us against them. Like if they lose, we still like saying like it's okay. Like when they lost in the CIs, like we were still like saying like let's go, like it's okay, like hold your head up, like it's never that. Yeah, because that'll block our blessing. Like and we
It
don't,
will. It will.
we don't want that.
Nah,
So
definitely don't want that. But
Yeah.
I'm just, this has really been a woman's year so
yes,
far.
it has volleyball. Shout out to them.
Yeah, everybody doing good.
Yeah, like
wow, like that W in the Winston, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I just want to take the time to say happy International Women's Month and also happy Women's Month
Thank
to
you,
all the
thank
women
you,
and you guys
thank
here.
you.
Us men, especially us black men, wouldn't be anything without you guys. So
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
want to give you guys your flowers. But having, I'm gonna ask both of y'all this, having to take on like the hard responsibility as a black woman, how do you guys stay grounded and like push through all like the narratives? Like, I think we talked about it on the last episode about
Yeah, we touched on it.
being stereotyped as like ghetto or just loud or obnoxious, having these high expectations. Like, what do you guys do to like just push through that?
Something that I do is like, first of all, I really got to stay close to God because I feel like the minute where I kind of like take my eyes off Him is when the noise really starts to get to me.
Yeah.
Because, like, let's be real, we kind of hear some form of noise every other day. One of us or all of us. But because we're a community, it kind of does affect all of us because we have to fight some of the same battles to get the same jobs as less qualified people, or they are just as qualified, but they're white, or they're a man. And some people have that stigma that we are less capable because we're women and black. So with that being said, I just feel like you kind of have to not only block out the noise, because like I said, it's very much easier said than done. But I would just say stay true to you are. Like, especially with my parents, like, they always taught me from, like, ground up, know who you are. And don't let no one tell you otherwise. Like, don't let anyone underestimate you or make you feel like you are less than. And so I feel like that's a big reason why I not only in the person I am, but, like, why I kind of am in the major that I'm in. Because mass communications has a lot of people, but I'm noticing it's not but so many women.
We all communications majors.
Oh yeah,
it's not but so many it's not so many women, and like all the women kind of like fall under like one portion of it because we all know mass comm is more than just one thing. But like when it comes down to like for me, I want to be a writer, and so but of course when I tell people like, oh, what's your major? Mass communications, without me saying anything, they automatically assume, oh, you want to be on TV, you want this, you want that, and I'm like,
what you
listen,
gonna do with
like,
that?
like I'm not going. Like, I'm not opposing that. Like, hey, you never know what God can do with this major. But
for sure.
it just kind of falls into the fact of where we are always having those assumptions about us before we even get to say something. And then, like I said, we have to kind of keep in back of our mind, like, okay, like, don't take it too serious. But, yeah.
Okay. That's good. I would just say, just surround yourself around positive Black women. Like for me, it's my mom. Like I'll have mentors, like my mom, my grandmother, Tiana Edwards. Shout out to her. She used to play here. She set a record for 3-pointers. Yes, and shout out to
her.
Y'all. Listen, I'm telling you, the CI, like us winning is going to put on like it's a lot of greats before us. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of greats that played here, and a lot of people don't know about, but. Tiana Edwards, she's a goat. She that one. But those are like people that I try to surround myself, around who are, grounded in something, you know what I'm saying, and they're Black women, you know what I'm saying, and their opinions matter to me. I have a couple, like 3, like my mom, my grandmother, you know what I'm saying, Coach Terry, you know what I'm saying, people like that, who mentor me and who have like a stronghold in my life, you know what I'm saying, and then God, of course, but yeah.
What's this Hoopfi stuff, man? I've been seeing that a lot lately. Let's talk about it.
Hoopfi is, it's just something we had just came up with it was last season, but with my old teammates, cause tell you the story. But when I was doing stuff like before I had got dismissed from the team, we had to run 5 miles. Not once but twice.
Oh,
And
I
so
heard about that.
yeah. So after that, we just called ourselves. We just said, "Oh, we're hoop file. Like we're hoop file." We came up with a dance and everything. Like it's almost like a. It's not like a.
A frat
Oh yeah, it's not nothing like that. I don't want y'all. Listen, it's not a sorority. It's not nothing serious. But it started off something. It's just like us running and like you know what I'm saying. And in order to get in it, you have to go through preseason through women's basketball, and after that, you're hoop fine. We just we got a little dance to it. It's just something funny that that we came up with. Nothing serious. But it's like a sisterhood. Though. Like it's kind of becoming serious. Like you know what I'm saying. It's a sisterhood thing. So.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you like some like team questions. Just wanna so they can get acclimated with the team and you guys is like history making and stuff like that. Who's like the most grounded on the team and who's the most goofiest on the team?
The most goofiest, Brianna Rofe. I would say that, or Alana Biasi. That's the most grounded. Whew. I would say Jakaya J Mac. She's the most grounded. She's the one that has the voice, like who can if we goofing off and so if we're not focused, if we're not making our drills, our times, she's the one that can really get to us and like say, hey, listen, like, come on, like it's something about her, like it's just something about J Mac that just like I feel like since she's been here since freshman year, to like now.
She been through.
Yeah. She's been through it, so in basketball it means a lot to her, like you know what I'm saying. So she's the most grounded, I would say. Yeah.
Man, I love having y'all on here. I can put this on my portfolio and
everything.
Yeah. Oh my God, I interviewed one of the girls basketball players.
Yeah.
See how those ladies join the team.
Yeah.
But I want to say like J Mike was doing her thing on the court.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure. She's a very speedy guard. For sure.
Very. It's hard to guard her. She's fast.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, man.
Y'all gave me a heart attack with all them turnovers, though.
Oh yeah.
I was like, bro, what we doing now?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
We up big. You can't go outside like that. Hell no, not to not especially not to FSU. Hell no. So I don't know if you seen. I'm gonna get a little messy a little bit. It's had to be professional first couple, probably 30 minutes. But so I don't know if you seen, but ZB. He was going back and forth with one of the players on FSU. Mentioned her and everything. You know what I'm saying?
He's crazy.
I just want you to, talk about ZB and how big of a influence, he's impacted the team and, just his presence. Like, what was it like?
He was there from day one. Like, I'll give him that. Like, from, I would say, us hooping over the summer a little bit, and then, like, when we were hooping in preseason, and then from the start of, like, our first practice, he was the one of the main ones that was always there. Him and Derek, like, just showing up. Like, that was, like, and he was consistent with it, and it showed us. Like, he cared about us even off the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was almost like a brother, so... And then just talking trash and stuff like to us in practice. You know how ZB is, just talking trash to us and, like, just preparing us for, like, the Fayetteville States and the Livingstones, like, you know what I'm saying? So he was a good big piece for that, like, yeah.
Did you guys see that press interview for FSU when he said, when the coach was like, and I'll quote, Winston want us.
Yeah.
And Winston has been winning nothing for some years.
Oh, yeah.
Did that, like, add fuel to the tank, or?
Oh, yeah, it did. He messed up saying that. He he did. Like, it's almost like, and we didn't worry about it. Like, we were focused. We were getting ready to play Claflin. They were getting ready to play Bowie. Y'all didn't see us yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had just got done playing Bowie. He had 2 press conferences, and he just talking about Winston. But we didn't focus on that until after we beat Claflin, because that's the right way to do it.
Right.
And when you're not gonna ever see Coach Terry, Coach Deal, or Coach Freeman on press conferences dissing. You know what I'm saying? Because other coaches are talking about other players and stuff. So he got what he deserved. He got what he wanted. He did.
So, he did.
They said they wanted Winston. They got it.
I was surprised. Like, I was like, because I know, like, things are obviously like different when you're playing like college athletics versus like high school and under. But to see that all over the place, I was just like, he's like, even though like yes we grown, like you can say that, like it threw me off. I'm like, I did not know
I say the same
that.
thing if I'm a coach.
I mean,
I'll throw my ass off.
I mean, it's one thing the teammates saying something, but the coach too. What the freak? Like,
Nah, shout out to Coach Terry, but this is no disrespect. I'll be trolling. I'm just trolling. This is an example. But if I was a coach, I'd be like, what Coach Terry doing? Like, Coach Terry ain't doing nothing. What you talking about? But I do want to like talk about just the OGs. I'm calling these niggas OGs. You know who I'm about to tell you. Jaden and McCall, like,
oh yeah,
how Jaden's now a photographer now and videographer. He do everything. I mean, on any side of campus, you gonna find him. But what did McCall, and I was there for a short period of time, but I'm throwing little Tuesdays in there, But how has myself, McCall, and Jaden just been the impact for not only that team coming up, but then for the future?
I'm just supporting, like, especially Jaden. Like, that man, like, he actually truly just believes in us. Like, from the start. Like, I'll say he's one of the ones, like, from preseason, he was in the gym recording us when we were dying, running up and down the court, you know what I'm saying? Running, like, no balls in the gym. Like, just straight running and just conditioning, like, in a hot gym. Like, and he believed in us. Like, it's almost like, it's like a documentary. He documented from start to finish, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, just seeing him, like, when he was in tears because, like, he was here before. Like, he was here, J-Mac and them, and Alex is, like, freshman year. Like, so he's seen, like, the ups and downs from, like, when the program was at the bottom to, like, where it's at now. And so he has a really big, and he really believes in us. Like, his belief in us, like, really just helped us, and, like, him recording us, you know what I'm saying, putting us on the map, like, with media alone. So
I never thought I'd see a grown-ass man cry.
yeah, he was like Jada, like, be honest, if you see this, you were crying, but it was tears of joy. Though.
He on the next episode tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
so, yeah, I'm gonna get on for that. Yeah, but I just really love how our school shows so much love, and it makes me feel so a great feeling about coming here because everybody, well, not everybody knows, but for the most part, I transferred from Central. So I came in spring 2023. And, man, I haven't thought about Central since. Like, Winston is such a family. Like, even I know once we graduate, like, if I need anything, like, I know, like, my Ramley family going to tap in with, all the connections and stuff like that. That's just a blessing to have, I don't know about A&T or Central or anybody else, but I'd rather be around because, like, I know, like, it's genuine and, like, it's longevity. You know what I'm saying? So,
sure is. Yeah.
I mean, damn, like, so, like, I used to, I ain't gonna lie. I seen your little vlogs and get ready with me.
You like them?
I actually, you and Kiki, right? Y'all have been the most content guru players on the team.
Oh yeah.
I would see Kiki on my For You page all the time with her TikTok lives and her videos and stuff like that. She's a senior too, right?
Yeah.
Cause how many seniors was on the team? Just y'all two?
No, it was me, J-Mac, Chloe, Michaela, Alex, and Kiki. So yeah.
Yeah. So, y'all, how was that? Like, just y'all knowing y'all the last on the spot. Like, you know what I'm saying? How does that feel? Like, were y'all really there for each other?
Yeah. I feel like it's something like in my mind, like, dang, like we're leaving Winston with with something like that was because I prophesied this. Well, like we made it. I can't. Like, we prophesied this from the beginning of the season, and it's still crazy because, like, I was
manifestation.
I was trolling. Like, I really wasn't like I had made a video like before we even started preseason. I was like, first we're gonna be the first CIAA champions here. Like, I can find, I'll send it to you. But like, we're gonna be the first CIAA champions here, and Fayetteville State, we coming for you. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Y'all playing FSU in the
and I literally called it. I called it before we even played them. I'm like, before we went down to Baltimore, I'm like, you know what would be crazy if we play Fayetteville State in the championship? I think that's what we're gonna do.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
And Fayetteville's been dominant on men's and women's
Yeah,
side,
yeah.
as of recently, so they had both teams in the championship. I was like, damn.
Yeah, but
This
is something like nobody can take. This is a sisterhood. Like nobody can take this away from us. Like we were the first.
I say, in my opinion, I feel like everybody, y'all might look at me as crazy, but I'll say this is a hot take. Shout out to Ava.
Hot take. She did just make a video with hot take.
But I'll say, I feel like a hot take is everybody on campus pretty much has a frat or a soror, or some sort of unity in a sense. And I feel like with our school being a smaller school than like A&T and Central and other larger HBCUs, I feel like we have frats and sorors for sure. Like basketball, the softball, like any athletics department team definitely has a frat or soror. Even like the majors, like we all connect with each other. It feels like a sister, a brotherhood. That's why, like I say, like Winston, we're really on the come up on the come up because
we are.
Everybody's so connected. You know what I'm saying? Like nursing, communications, business, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's connected. Everybody's gelling. Everybody's asking each other questions. You know what I'm saying? And I just really, really love that for our school. I'm legacy for Ramley, so you know what I'm saying? Got generation on generation. So my parents met here, so it's just like.
Oh yeah, my granddaddy went here. My granddad and one of my aunts, they went here. So I love Winston. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bittersweet feelings. It's like it's
My cousin introduced me to this school. Shout out to Tyra Frazier. She's a junior. Not gonna lie, I had no idea what the school was.
What?
Until cause me and her 2 years apart. Yeah, she's a junior. Yeah, so I remember when I went to her grad party, I was like, "So where are you going?" And then she was like, "WSSU." I'm like, "Huh? Like what's?" It wasn't like a complete new thing to me. Like I had heard WSSU before, but I'm like, I had knew nothing about it. I was like, oh, okay. And then 2 years later when I graduated, and then I end up touring here, and then I end up seeing her because that was the year she also was on the royalty court, and she had helped showed me around. I was like, wow, this is like I really fell in love with the place because I toured multiple colleges, including PWIs too, and it would be a lot of things, and I would see how other people react, and I just when you see someone kind of glazing, it's just like what?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I felt about the other schools. And even with A&T, my dad actually went there. So at first, of course, he was like, hey, it could be a legacy. But then when we toured there, because mind you, my dad is 40-something years old. So when he came back, he said...
My pop's 40-something years old, too.
Because they've evolved a lot since that.
Yeah. But you got to say it like that, girl. You can't say it like...
He gonna look at this like, you saying I'm old.
It's okay. I call him old man, but he know it's love. But yeah, he was just like, this is so different than the campus I went to. And not saying that they, things shouldn't have changed over the years, but even in his opinion, he was just I could kind of see why you're not really connecting with it. Yeah. Because he didn't get the same feeling that he had back then because things have just changed so much. But here, let's say, even only knowing one person already here, it was this is home. And as sad, chose it and never went back.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I was gonna say we're gonna get Tyra on here real soon.
Every time
I hear Tyra, I think of Tyra Banks. Tyra, you know what I'm saying? But I just really love it. I really love, like I said, I can't emphasize enough how much I love the Ramley and how much I love the genuine people, on this campus. But I was gonna ask you what. So we kind of hit the basketball, conversation topics and stuff like that. So what's some things you would like to kind of say or ask us?
Honestly, yeah, I would like to ask you, J. Mike. Oh, you like this one? No, I'm just playing. I would like to ask. But seriously, I would like to ask you, what are your plans after college, like, what do you want to do? Because I know we had conversations before. I remember when I first met you, you know what I'm saying?
Dr. Rob.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dr. Route together.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
Jesus.
my
I had
goodness.
him last
Jesus.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, what are your plans? Like, what do you want to do after this?
I just found out. Well, I didn't just find out, but I am also a writer. I am very talented in writing songs, poems, anything. I'm a great writer.
Period.
So I'm also a great communicator, entertainer. So with that, finding that out, a lot of like my girl told me I could be a good news reporter, sports reporter. My grandma, my parents. My dad actually worked at I don't want to say the off-brand version of CNN TV, but it's kind of something like that. And he didn't really like it because it was repetitive, but I think I can see myself, being in the entertainment world, whatever that is, whether that's acting, because I'm taking an acting class, so it's like, you feel me? And my teacher said I'm really good with like, how I project my voice, how I act and stuff like that. So, and honestly, anything entertainment wise, and do real estate on the side. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would like to do, personally. I also make music, so try to get back into that. But the main squeeze is more than likely try to get my foot in the door with the entertainment with like news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously still stay in the parents' crib, stack some bread, and within a year or 2 or 3 get an apartment and then start living lavish, bro. Like get it. Like I said, you gotta be hungry for it. I might get that tatty. I ain't gonna lie. I might get like something like dedicated what I said so I can see every day. On some shit. But yeah, that's my plans. Like I really and keep this going too. I don't know if I'm going because, like I said, I'm going to leave this to her and my co-host Vaughn. He couldn't be here today because he had class or whatever. But yeah, these two are like my dynamic duo. Like with her, the ladies be like, "We want more females hobbies." That's why I brought her on here, and she's the one who like write the questions.
And I told him too, like, listen, as a woman, we ain't gonna watch no men talk every single week.
Yeah, because y'all ain't gonna be talking about sports, men stuff. We want to hear about girl stuff too.
Because that's how it was at one point. I was like, listen, Jay, we need to fix that.
But a lot of people have been messing with the podcast as we see, showing a lot of love, and it's been kind of overwhelming for me. I'm just like, damn, like I started this shit. It'll be 2 years now. I started this in 2024.
Really?
August 2024. It'll be 2 years now. Coming up in.
You've been consistent too. You've been very consistent.
I haven't even dropped all the videos yet. I got like 5 and counting or more. And I'm still trying to plan to get more people in here, especially women, because it is Women's Month. So
yeah.
But I've also got men on here trying to get on here too. So it's just kind of hard to like navigate and schedule with timing, and also I have a personal life with myself, But I love that, my girl doesn't complain about me, always being busy when it comes to like, my podcast and classes and stuff. She wants me to succeed and stuff like that. And I think I'm not used to that. I'm used to, where you at? Where you been? Why you not with me right now? What you doing? Blowing the phone up. But my girl's not like that. She's very like reserved and very all about getting your work done and getting that money. Like, she's very stern on that. She be like, did you get your work done today? Did you, do what you need to take care of? You know what I'm saying? She's like, I want you to take care of me, but I also want you to take care of yourself. But I can also take care of myself too, but I want us to be able to take care of each other together as a power couple. And I feel like for myself, I'm still trying to learn how to adapt to that and stuff like that because I'm not used to that. So it's just all a big thing for me, new thing to me. But, everybody finds love in different ways. So, I feel like God brought her into my life as a New Testament. Like, you feel me?
Jesus.
You feel me? So I feel like, because God knows I'm used to a lot of clingy and fast women, but she's neither of those things. She wants me to work for everything. So I had to sit down with myself, talk to God, ask God. I asked God, I was like, God, let me know this is the girl for me. Like, am I doing everything right as a, a boyfriend, as a man individually and stuff like that. And then, God's been showing me, like, even though me and her might not see eye to eye sometimes, like, even through the rough times, like, we still come back and say, good morning, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope you have a good day. I hope you slept well. All those, small things that really matters in a relationship. And my girl gonna be here for like another 2 years because she's a nursing major, so you know how that get. So,
Kudos to her, because
Yeah,
I can't do it.
yeah,
they go through a
so,
lot. And exercise science,
Well, not
all
even
those
that.
medical,
all the STEM
all of
majors,
that.
yeah. But yeah, that's really like my discernment and stuff like that. I think for me, my senior year, even though I want to be with her as much as I can, I know that for me, my discernment is this podcast.
Yep.
That's my vessel, like being the voice. And I talked about this on Naomi's podcast. Shout out to her.
Aw.
I said that I want to be the voice of Winston. And I feel like I'm the voice of Winston. I feel like people tap in with my podcast. And people ask me every day, like, let me get on your podcast. Like, let me, talk my talk and stuff like that. And it's just very, like I said, like, I really love the love and I appreciate that. I feel like if I was at A&T or Central, I wouldn't get the same amount of love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
So
I feel.
I even got my parents watching this, bro. Like,
Yours too?
Yes. Like, my parents wasn't hip to, like, my aunt. And shout out to my aunt. She posts a pod on Facebook every day.
Yes.
Anytime I drop, I'll be like, who are these people?
Bro, I
Like,
told my parents that I joined. They're like, oh my gosh, they don't follow. I'm pretty sure they follow Jay. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
guys. Like, love the support, but wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just, like, it goes back to what I said before, just the hunger. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that laying in my bed every day, just going to class ain't gonna cut it. You
It's
gotta
not.
do something to have like a
Yeah,
extracurricular,
something
Gotta get
more.
up.
something
Yeah.
to make you want to be motivated to do this. And I didn't know like I would have a podcast. I used to just bullshit like freshman year. I used to bullshit, but like I think I want to make a podcast. Niggas be like, Jay, you bullshit, gang. You bullshit. I be like,
Well, it's because we say we want to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, it like, not
Yes,
even just in
yes.
communication, but just in general. Like, we were saying, I want to do this. I want to do that. But, like, a lot of times we just be happy.
Yeah, we love the thought of doing
Right.
it. We love the thought of doing it, but like,
Then we get into it, and it's like,
yeah. And then you, especially like people who may like want to start content or YouTube or any source of that, like they might not see like the benefits of like the views and stuff like that. So that may deter them. Like, oh,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
never mind. A lot of people they start doing something and they don't get the results that they
and
they
then give
want,
up.
and then they stop. Yeah, like you see a lot
Well,
of that. But
something I would say that has really benefited me, especially with like in the mass comm major, but also in college. I feel like every major would have to do it at some point. You got to step out your comfort zone. So like
Nah,
with
for
me,
real,
I
yeah.
had to kind of humble myself a bit because like, yes, I love writing. That's why it's my strong suit. That's where I want to really be my profession in. However, like joining like Rams TV, for example, they made it very clear, like, listen, we going to use you for what you got, but we're going to also teach you other things too. And through that, like, I ended up discovering other things I didn't even know I liked. And then when it came to being on camera, I was like, I don't know. I'd rather be behind. But, like,
Mind
then
you,
I
She
discovered
asked me, Jay, let me please get on the podcast. Let me be
that
the
was this
co-host."
semester, but last
Let me be the
semester, I won't go and
co-host.
ask.
yeah,
No,
Like,
it was
yeah.
it was crazy because it's just so real, and she's my legacy student.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the
Oh.
And
funniest
even he
thing.
knew, he was like, Zoe, you sure? And I'm like, yeah.
I cannot believe you're a freshman.
And,
though.
like,
That's
oh.
crazy. Like you just act like you almost act like you're like an upperclassman. Like the way
Oh,
you carry
wow.
yourself. Yeah.
Why,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
You should
The way you
see-
talk.
you
Yeah,
should
yeah.
See my co-host Vaughn.
Yeah, I literally, well, it doesn't help that he's tall as freak, but like, dude is like 6 foot.
She's like 6'3".
6'3", yeah. So like when I met him, I'm like, yo, I like, and he kind of looks older in the face, so he physically looks older, but also same thing. He carries himself very well. Also, mass comm major, so yeah, we definitely gonna do good with this.
I'm gonna meet Vaughn.
You might have. Dude
might
knows a lot of people.
He's a freshman.
And nothing else, you might have seen him before. 'cause-
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had recognized later, I was like, I have seen you before. I just didn't know you.
I feel like everybody done seen everybody before, but when it comes to like people staying off camp, that's when it's like, cause I know and you know for a fact when we graduate and walk that stage or when we in the the crowd and shit. We gonna see all these people. I'm like, I never seen you a day in my life. You're in this class?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you gonna see some adults and, non-traditional students. And I'm just like, wow, I never see y'all. Like, before. It's just a surreal.
No, speaking of non-traditional
moment.
students, I had a older, I ain't gonna say an older person in my math class last semester. She was T. And she was like, she really helped me out too because you know how, look, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not a math person.
Oh, I'm not either.
It's
I'm not either,
always
honey.
been my
Yeah, I'm
worst
not
subject.
Yeah.
And so, like, this time, it wasn't just like, us as college students saying, like, listen, we don't get this. She's like 20 plus, got about 20 years on us. And she's like, hey, what is this? And so, like, I feel like, and the teacher, like, her and the teacher were kind of like closer in age. So I think her also kind of advocated for us, kind of made things better. But yeah. Shout out to y'all. Y'all did good.
Amen. Shout out to Winston, bro. I just want to say this though, like, shout out to Dr. Hines. Like, I wouldn't be at Winston if it wasn't for Dr. Hines. Like, he really pulled some strings for me to get here, and cause I don't think I ever talked about this, but I had 14 credits to be able to transfer. Transfer students needed 24. I didn't have 24. So he talked to some people and got me in there. So it's just like,
How'd you two meet?
my mama. My mama. Like, my mom is like my biggest fan, my biggest supporter. So my mom, not like if I'm sad, my mom gonna make sure like I'm happy, like, And I love my mom. I'm a mama's boy. I ain't gonna lie. I'll forever be a mama's boy. Not gonna lie. My mom, like, called the school, like, get my son to this school. You know what I'm saying? And, she found Dr. Hines, and Dr. Hines talked to her, and then, Dr. Hines, like I said, pulled some strings for me to be here. He asked me, could I talk to him? I talked to him, and, next thing you know, like, come January 2023, towards the end of December, I'm around. So, and initially, I was supposed to be around, like, first semester of freshman year, but they accepted me late. So if I would have accepted it, I wouldn't have had housing. So I would have been either commuting from Charlotte, or I would have been staying with my uncle in Winston.
What made you want to transfer?
Central, I'm just not a big school type of guy. I need, like, a lot of one-on-ones, a lot of smaller setting things. Not saying I can't or won't be a part of anything in a big setting, but I need to start out, like I said, I gotta be motivated.
Start
small and then work my way up. And I'm glad I did this because now, like, people from other schools are like asking me, like, let me get on the podcast. Or I fuck with what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, my best friend, like, my nigga, shout out my nigga, Nettles, we call him Unc, though. He got Central, you know what I'm saying? That's my best friend. We went to Central together. And he's like, man, I'll travel from Durham to come all the way to Winston. You just got to let me know what day, I can come up here and stuff like that. He got a lot to say. I can't wait for that episode. But, yeah, that's just what brought me to Winston.
Nice story.
Right.
Good.
Yo, like, it's just like after every, like, conversation we all have, it's just like a mic drop. Like,
oh, that's
boom,
nice.
boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's y'all's, like, how do y'all figure out the difference between God's voice, your voice, and the devil's voice?
We talked about this in Bible study last night.
Yes.
Well, honestly, to be quite real with y'all, I struggle with that, especially with people close to me. Because, like, I'm a person, like, I don't just let everybody close to me. So when I do, I value your voice, your opinion. And it's not that I feel like I'm a people pleaser in a sense, but, like, if there was an instance where I feel like God's telling me one thing and they're telling me another, then I kind of find myself like, really? Like, what's going on? Like, why is it not math? Why is math not math thing? So for me, I just kind of have learned, like, especially when it comes down to, like, big decisions, instead of, like, just going to, like, my community people first, I need to go to God first. Now, I can still talk to them about it and get their opinions and whatnot. But I have caught myself multiple times going to them first and then going to God. Like, oh, by the way, God, if this ain't worse, you
Yeah.
know. And so it's like I need to go to God first.
Mhm.
And then you can include your community because he can very well use your community to speak his truth through you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Still can't believe you're a freshman. You talk so well.
Why,
You talk
thank
so
you.
well. Yeah. I would say for me, the difference would be starting off with God's voice. If I know it's God's voice, I know for sure like if it stays on my mind and it gives me, if it's not giving me anxiety, but it's giving me like a sense of urgency that I need to do it.
Right.
If I know it's my voice, I'll have anxiety about it, or if I'm overthinking it. If I know it's the devil's voice, same thing. I'm having anxiety. I'm overthinking it.
Wake up.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
But if it's God's voice, I'll know if I go to sleep on it and I'm still thinking about it, and it's something like if I'm considering like should I do this, then but it gives me a sense of peace, then I know it's God's voice, like, and I might as well just do it. Yeah. So.
I think I'm still trying to learn myself, but I
Yeah.
think for me, kind of like what you said, like if it's my voice, and I have like try to lean onto my own understanding, and have like anxiety, be anxious, and stuff like that, and then if it's the devil, obviously same thing, but definitely if it's God's voice, for me, I feel like it's something that's been in my face the whole time, but I just didn't want to face it.
Yeah.
head
Yes.
on.
Yes.
So,
That's good. That's good.
I finally see it, and then I face it head on, and like I'm calm, I'm relaxed. Now I'm moving up in the next chapter of the book. You feel
Right.
me? So,
For sure.
because definitely God's gonna make you make some sacrifices
Oh,
in your
for-
life,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you
he
can
is.
have a great future. You keep following the plan He got for you in the future. So that's definitely what I'll say for me. And I'm still trying to. I'm trying to be consistent with being that barber, man. Like it's hard. Like it's hard. Like I think for me, like I'd rather listen than read.
Yeah.
So cause I love music. So I love listening to people talk in my ear, or people rapping, whatever. Like anything, like
YouTube comes in clutch.
yeah.
Because depending on the day, I be the same way. Like, I don't know. I've been trying to get more disciplined. So, like, I don't want to just be the type of person, like, if I'm not hearing it, I'm not going to, like, do it or listen to it. And so I've been taking turns reading different books in the Bible. I'm on Romans. This is my 5th book.
Okay.
So we're moving up, even though it's 66 total. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to read all of them. But I don't know. And, like, I guess another thing I did, too, was, like, instead of just starting at the very beginning, I quite literally just picked a book and started reading. And I feel like that just really helped me. Because, like, now, like, even though I don't start from beginning, it's still helping me, like, understand things better than just going the traditional way from going from Genesis to Revelation, And then lately, like, some of the words I'm reading have been very relevant to my life, especially, like, this one. I'm like, wow, like, really, God? Okay, And so I would just say, like, something I had to learn and I still keep having to remind myself is we have to be kind to ourselves.
Give each other grace.
We're
for sure.
going to have days where we forget. And we're going to have days where we're being real. We just not even think about it. And then you realize another day, like, oh, wait, I just slacked off. Like, I ain't read in this time period. I ain't prayed. And even though, yes, we do need to be able to look in ourselves in the mirror and take accountability, we also don't need to ever beat ourselves up because that's not God. That's the devil.
Yes, it is. Oh, minister, you're really yeah, that's so good.
I'm definitely, me and my girl are definitely both hard on ourselves. I think she's harder on herself than I am myself. We just both want to succeed bad. We both want it bad. We both, hate having to, take a step back sometimes.
Yeah,
and,
of course.
Yeah. We just want to, like I said, succeed. And for myself, like, I had to take the hateful spirit out of myself, seeing other people, succeeding things that I see myself
Comparison.
doing.
Right, and then wondering why you not.
Yeah, like I've been in that season for so long. I've been in a lot of isolation seasons, and I had to understand like why it's taking so long for me to thrive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like with my podcast didn't really start jumping till this year. You know what I'm saying? Like beginning last semester. So it's just like, damn, like why it take so long,
Do you compare, like, is it a sense of, like, you feel like you're doing everything right? Like, you feel like you're disciplined, you're doing, putting in the hours, putting in the work, and you feel like you just still not getting what you deserve?
I feel like, for myself, and I'll be transparent, I feel like I've been lazy, but I also been, like, it'll be days where I put in the work and then I'll be inconsistent. And then, like, I'll be consistent one day and then, numbers show, but then it don't sometimes as much as I want it to be. So I'll just say, like, I'm inconsistent, but now I've been consistent, so now I'm getting the attention and the engagement that I need for my podcast to thrive. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like every time I get on a podcast, God's giving me, his vessel, his word to, like, spread to other people. So that's another reason why I feel like podcasting is a part of my thing, a part of my profession, part of, like, a long-term career, because I eventually want to get sponsorships and, celebrities on here, athletes, like whoever, you name it, like, as much as people as possible, because I just love hearing people's stories. I love connecting with other people, and then after, building, like, a brotherhood or a sisterhood with the person on the podcast. Like, you get to know that person on the podcast and outside, so that's just a great feeling to have, and, that's just something I want to keep going and instilling them to do it, for sure, so.
Yeah, I think, funny you say that, but just to say, I feel like even doing your podcast and, wanting success, like, just keeping God in the center, you know what I'm saying? Even though you may feel like, dang, like, you question it, like, you may question God, they say we're not supposed to, but, like, you may have that thought in your head, like, why am I not, why am I not getting the certain attention that I feel like I'm putting in the work? But I'll just say, just leave it in God's hands, because obviously I even felt like that. I'm not gonna lie, even during, like, with basketball, and sometimes I feel like I was doing everything right. I may have been inconsistent sometimes, but I felt like I was trying to, like, dot every I and dot every T, or just, working hard as some of my other, teammates maybe. But, like, it's just sometimes maybe that God just saying, like, it's just not your time. And that's okay. That's okay, because at the end of the day, like, it's still lessons through, when you're not getting, the attention, when you're not succeeding. It's still lessons in that.
Yeah.
So just stay grounded. I'm telling you. Like, I've been wanting to be on this pod, and I'm here. Like,
nah,
you know what I'm saying?
She been talking about this podcast since, last semester?
Yeah, like,
before.
Because
She's like, you got a podcast?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want support.
But yeah, I definitely want to get more people engaged and more people to watch it and stuff like that. When I first started this, I told people, I was like, I know I'm gonna be a small, background, small podcast, but I want to get, like, mix of small names and big names up there. So, like, once I do get big, people be like, oh, who's this? Go back to this. Oh, this is Jamaria. Okay, she a part of Hoop 5. She a part of the winning championship CIAA team. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, just stuff like that is very. It makes me so, like, happy in a sense, so giddy in a sense. But we are getting close to time. If you have anything else you want to say, go ahead and you can ask us or you can tell the people. But if not, not she said a timer. But if not, then we can go ahead and wrap it up.
I just want to say thank y'all for letting me come on here.
Of course.
And to anyone that's watching, I hope I inspired someone, any, black woman, black female who's, becoming a woman. Like, just one lesson I would say, just, like, stay grounded, never get too high, never get too low. Always stay in the middle, stay humble, work hard. Trust in God, keep God in the center. Go to him first about everything. Block out all the other opinions, you know what I'm saying, because they don't matter, you know what I'm saying, because once like, I don't even, like, pay attention to the people who, who praise me on social media or who praise us on social media, you know what I'm saying, never, because at the end of the day, when you lose, they're not going to be commenting on under your post no more. Then, so just keep God in the middle, you know what I'm saying, and, keep trusting him.
Yeah.
You'll succeed.
I'm glad you're here because you definitely did. You knew the outro for sure. So, is Zoe, you want to go next and I'll go last?
I would just say if God is for you, nothing can stop you.
My God.
And so if you ever get in that feeling or that season, because we all have them, where it's lots of valleys, lots of disappointments, do not give up. There will be, your time is going to come. Just stay consistent in prayer and keep doing all the work that you're doing, because in time you will be blessed even greater than you can imagine.
Y'all said some wonderful things, ladies. Jeez, man. I'll say stay hungry. Remember your roots. And I also say with bad, there comes good, but with good comes bad. So it's gonna be some times where it's gonna seem like it's really bad, like you working your ass off and nothing's coming, and then by next year or the next month or something, the next couple months, you might be in a better position than you once was before. So just definitely, like Jamari said, stay grounded, keep your head up, and keep God in your life, and the rest will tally out. So.
Yeah.
With that being said, it's your host, J. Mike, on Speaking Around Podcast with co-host
Zoe.
And
Jamaria.
And I hope y'all have a great day. Go.